A lot of players got sick during the Pro Tour of Paris.
And speaking of being sick, welcome to round 11 of GP Providence. I don't know if that was a good segue, but you know.
Brought us to TJ Collectibles.
Yep.
TJCollect.com.
Visit them at tjcollect.com. We're about to watch Turtenwald, who is currently undefeated, versus Reed Duke, who is also currently undefeated.
In the booth right now is myself, Ray Punjlan, and of course, Rashad Miller.
Hey, a little pregame handshake. That's awesome.
How you doing?
Like, hi, I'm X and Owen. I'm Reed Duke. I have two first names. We got interesting things to talk about.
Owen's looking at Vidillion Click, Factory, Days, Polluted Delta, and both players keep their hand. Owen leads off with a Polluted Delta. Noble Hierarch drawn by Reed over there. So Owen's staring at that Days in his hand.
So I didn't get a good look at what Reed's playing. I see a green. I think it's
I saw a Noble Hierarchy.
So he's playing probably no.
It could be a no bat.
No bat. The no part being natural order, not the negative of the second part of the deck name. It's not bat that isn't bat. It's bats with natural order.
Most likely. Not too many decks are playing Tropical Islands and Noble Hierarchs, other than no bat.
Well, you could just be playing bat.
Oh.
So it'd be no bat. I like that.
No bat?
No bat.
So Owen goes for the Days and the Noble Hierarch?
That's got to sting. As a man that likes playing his one cast of cosmetic creatures, you don't want to see him get dazed.
And Owen wastelands the Tropical Island.
Ooh, so hateful.
And we're back to turn one. This time Reed starting.
We should just stop the recording and restart it, and then just pretend like this is the beginning of the game.
Reed has a Misty Rainforest, cracks the Misty.
So Reed should be at 18. I believe this is the second fetch land he cracked.
Gets a Tropical Island once again. Nice black border Tropical Island.
I like how you got the white border one first. He's like, yeah, I know it's going to get wastelanded. Now I get this hang out with this classy one.
The Green Sun Zenith for 0. Gonna find a Dryad Arbor.
I was hoping for a Memnite. Aww.
You think Owen uses the swords on the Dryad Arbor?
I think you do. I'm pretty sure.
Mana denial plan here.
If Swords to Plowshare said XL target creature or land, I'm pretty sure it would get used on a land a lot.
And here's a mental misstep. Owen does have another swords in his hands, along with a Factory, Spell Snare, and Brainstorm. And a Vidillion Click as well. Reed cracks another Misty Rainforest. This time getting a Volcanic Island.
Now he's at 3 mana. I don't think Owen wanted him to get the 3. I don't know. I think he's afraid of it. So maybe Owen knows something that we don't.
Owen.
I think he's playing no rug. He's not playing no bat. He's playing no rug.
No rug.
Because of the red.
Good. We'll just call it natural order.
No, but you have to be more specific.
Very specific on what we're playing against. So Tarmogoyf there. We're looking at the board of Tarmogoyf, Volcanic Island, Tropical Island, and Dryad Arbor against Owen's Mishra's Factory and Tundra. Alright, Dryad Arbor and Tarmogoyf come in. Let's see if Owen wants to use his Mishra's Factory here. Probably not, as this Dryad Arbor attacking. It's probably a sign that Reed has creature removal of some sort. Now Swords Plowshares on Tarmogoyf.
So efficient, that Swords to Plowshare. I like to envision, the the nasty, goofy monster-looking Tarmogoyf getting changed into a farmer. Basically, it just puts on overalls over the Tarmogoyf.
And then doesn't exist anymore.
Yeah, it gives it a shovel.
Is
Shovels and an
Is that
overall.
what Swords to Plowshares does?
Yes, it puts you in overalls and gives you a shovel. That's what Swords to Plowshare does.
And you get a lot of facial hair. Starts off with a ponder. Reed does, that is. What do you think about this natural order deck? Do you like it? I know you've seen a lot of Legacy.
Well, any deck with little mana creatures and natural order it's scary. Whatever colors you decide to pair with it. Usually it's green and blue, and then whatever your favorite third color is, it's going to be, it's got game.
Normally we see the targets mostly Progenitus, but Terrestodon's also a popular target that's showing up.
Usually you want because you only get to do it once when you natural order. You're not usually planning on natural ordering a second time.
Oh, so a daze on Vendilion Click.
Ooh.
Owen lets that go.
Sometimes
despite having a Force of Will. Now his hand is Force of Will, Mental Misstep, and Brainstorm. Starts off the turn with a Brainstorm. Owen trying to improve here. He draws Standstill, Jace, Island.
Ooh, this could be a good opportunity to drop a Standstill with the Mestress Factory in play that can block either of the creatures in play.
Doesn't keep the Standstill, keeps an Island. It sits on the Mental Misstep and Force of Will.
I get greedy. I like to drop my Standstills ASAP. Like whenever I have just the slightest advantage, I just want to get it down there.
Here's Green Sun Zenith for 2.
I wonder what the target is going to be.
Owen has Spell Snare also. Spell Snare, Force of Will, and Mental Misstep.
Yeah, I mean that Green Sun Zenith is dodging all of those spells except for the Force of Will. So do you want a 2-for-1 yourself?
So for two mana, Tarmogoyf the only real target probably.
Yes, Goyf it is.
Spell Snare removes it from game.
I wonder why he chose. I wonder why he chose to keep the Mental Misstep. I
think because since he's Green Sun Zenithing for 2, then
he doesn't have a 2.
He probably doesn't have, like, the 2-drop he'd want to counter is still in his deck.
There we go. There's the Mind Sculptor.
Oh, I'm thinking, no days, come on. You probably... What do you do? Maybe Fate Seal?
He's only got 1 card. I think he...
Oh, Brainstorm? Oh, it looks like he's brainstorming. All right.
His Brainstorm it is. Ooh, and he sees the same Standstill that was there.
So put Standstill and Flooded Strand on top and keeps the Polluted Delta.
Yeah, I think he actually wants to Standstill now because he's definitely at the biggest advantage. Ooh, Lightning Bolt.
Mental Misstep.
That's why he kept the Mental Misstep. He's so far ahead of us. Or at least you. I knew that.
Just think if I was playing this deck, I know I am not XO day 1. I'm looking at that Spell Snare, talking about how I could have had it. So Chain Lightning, that's not something you see in too many of these rug decks.
It's been in this version of rug.
Is it?
It has a lot more burn. Some people were calling it no rug burn because
no rug burn.
Yeah, because you don't want to get a rug burn. Oh, mostly because it's rug and there's burn.
In natural order. How many pieces of burn do you think he's playing? 4 bolts and how many Chain Lightning?
I think it's 2 or 3. I don't think it's 4 and 4.
So now Owen doesn't want that Standstill, of course.
No, he can still stand still. If he wanted it. Like, Standstill right now he'd still be at an advantage. Or at least at a stalemate, and he has the better opportunity to draw out of it without, breaking the Standstill than the no rug player.
Yeah, Owen shuffles it away, I guess. I think he didn't want to... What reasoning for not wanting the Standstill there? I kind of want the standstill. I think I agree with you.
I'm really aggressive with standstills. See, now he can't stand still. Well, actually, he still can, because if he drew a standstill, the double Mishra's Factory still can block either of those creatures and survive. I think Reed's happy not to see any standstills in play.
Owen draws a Tundra again. Reed's off screen, so can't tell what he's drawing for the turns. Gets a Scalding Tarn here.
There's the classic Legacy draw go. Ooh, a Battle Skull.
So Owen, you laid a land play. Oh, you don't even need to lay land. You have 6. So
just run it out there. Battle Skull. Oh, Force of Will. Here we go. We are hard casting these spells that cost 5 that you're not supposed to spend 5 for. That's the way we play Legacy,
Force of Will
ladies
is
and
normally
gentlemen.
3, and Battle Skull is normally 2. Brainstorm.
I think
One, two,
this
three.
Brainstorm could be the one that breaks the back of this stalemate.
Couple lands in there.
I think that's just a mental misstep that he got out of the
Yeah, a
deal.
couple lands and mental misstep.
There we go. Attack for 3. Oh, he's going to trade. Oh, wow.
And he gets bolted away. Yeah, oh yeah.
This isn't looking good for Owen. Reed's definitely in control right now.
Owen picks up a Plains for his turn.
Plains is not going to get the job done. He still has his Mistress Factory that could trade with the Dryad Arbor.
Dryad Arbor just bringing the beats here, and even if it trades to the Dryad Arbor, these Noble Hierarchs.
Yeah, the Hierarch
are
come in
coming
for 2.
Reed has a collection of duels here. He has some Revived, some Unlimited, some Beta.
You got to mix it up. He's got 1 of each. He's a collector.
See if Reed comes in with this Dryad Arbor here. Starts off his turn with Brainstorm. Owen thinking.
No, somebody's thinking. Someone's in the tank.
I think there's the Brainstorm is resolving right now.
Oh, Brainstorm. So Reed drew another Brainstorm. Not that I'm calling him fortunate or anything. Oh, look at that.
And
third
gets
Noble
another
Hierarch.
Noble
This
Hierarch.
is getting out of hand. That Dryad Arbor was not supposed to be attacking for 4. It's never supposed to happen.
Right, Owen takes it. Drops to 1, draws a...
I think that's a mental misstep.
Right, Owen has to block here.
There's a block in the pump just because.
If Owen draws something like a Stoneforge Mystic, is that enough? No, it's not. And he picks it up.
I don't know. It might have been enough, but that wasn't Stoneforge Mystic.
If he drew Stoneforge Mystic, what would he... Oh, he just gets a sword. But in the meantime, GameExcetera.com always reminds you to blame Kibler. Blame Kibler items such as monster binders, t-shirts, all available on GameExcetera.com along with all your Magic supplies and singles. Join the Blame Kibler Facebook group. Just go to tinyurl.com/blamekibler. And you could also save some money on GameExcetera.com by using the GG's Live code and save 10% off your entire purchase. So Owen's looking down at his board. It looked like Owen would have had a good chance to take over that game, but Reed was able to draw the second burn spell to finish off Jace. Look, Owen was probably planning to do some sort of combination of Jace and Standstill to really, really lock it up. But obviously we saw that wasn't able to come up. Owen in his board has Wrath of God, Mendelian Click, Oblivion Ring.
Oblivion Ring, that's one we haven't seen a lot in Legacy. Usually that there are a lot of either more specific answers, or you could just get a little bit more powerful, like Vindicate. And then you don't have to worry about that permanent anymore. You're going, oh, what happens if my Oblivion Ring gets Gosali Prime Mage?
Well, if you're only on 2 colors, Oblivion Ring's the best anything answer.
Not if you're on black-white.
He's only blue-white, though.
But you just said if you're in 2 colors, it's the best answer. And that's not true at all.
This is true.
It's not.
You're right.
I know.
I'm leaving now. Bye. You know,
all right,
it's
so
just 2 Rashad Millers.
so that's how you think I sound. Is that what you're saying?
It's your normal voice. I fixed it.
Oh, okay.
I wonder how many game 3s Owen has gone through in this tournament so far.
I'm sure he has his fair share. Although he did win his last round 2-0.
When you think about it, Owen wins a lot of the tournaments he comes into, and he doesn't play as much as some of the really hardcore grinders. Remember Gen Con last year where Owen just won basically every side of every side of it there, every championship?
He usually wins everything at Gen.
It's like vintage.
He top eights all of the Gen Con championships somehow, and then and now he's like doing it at GPs. Maybe he's just working his way up the ladder.
And the only other thing he plays is Pro Tours. So Pro Tour next, top 8 next for Owen Turtenwald.
He's an up and comer
That everyone knows about. If he just play, you think if he played these Star City circuits too and other 5K circuits, TCG Blair ones, do you think Owen would be dominating those too?
He might do well in those, yeah. I mean, it's still every type of series has its own environment, like its own, metagame, if you will. Like a GP, people are going to decide what the best deck is, and then it's going to be like a predominant deck. The Open Series and the 5Ks, they have their own, group of people who go to, all of them.
Yeah.
And then, those people are the ones that usually change the decks a lot and find out what the best deck is. Like even in Pro Tours, it actually goes down to the fact that there's a common collective of people who go to the majority of each of those events. Like GPs, you see the same group of people, which influence the environment. Open Series and 5Ks, you see the same group of people that influence that environment, and Pro Tours, it's got the same group of people that are influencing that environment.
Alright, draw their opening hand. Owen sees Force of Will, Jace the Mind Sculptor, Swords of Plowshares, Wasteland, 2 Tundras, and a Polluted Delta.
Reed Duke's shipping it back.
I believe Owen's just keeping here. Looks like, yep, settling on it. So Owen's hand doesn't look super powerful, but it looks good enough.
Sometimes a good enough 7-card hand is, it's going to be better than whatever 6-card hand you can hope to get.
Especially when we see a lot of these 1-for-1 trades and 2-for-1 trades sometimes with Force of Will. Tundra first land played by Owen.
Yeah, Reed Duke has this gangster lean back that he does with his cards. I think he's maybe he doesn't like GG's live. I think you think he designed his sitting posture specifically for
it's his posture to how to do well in terms to lean back, look at your hand posture. Scalding Tarn now for Reed. Owen draws another Source of Plowshares. A different start than we saw at the last game.
Yeah, this is a lot of draw go, and not a lot of Wasteland and Source of Plowsharing or in mana sources.
Reed just drew a Force of Will for his turn, and he also has a Pyroblast in hand.
There's a standstill. Owen's getting aggressive with these standstills now.
I think it was a red elemental blast, rather. I always switch their names.
I mean, they're mostly the same card.
Oh,
He has
there's
one of
he has
each.
both of them. Fire blast standstill. Oh, and just says okay.
Oh, he should have waited for the standstill to come into play. Then he could have destroyed the standstill with the pyroblast. Isn't that better?
Doesn't Owen just draw lots of cards?
Oh, I guess he draws 3 cards that way. Okay, it's not better. That's why Reed Duke has 2 first names.
Grim Lavamancer for Reed over there. And Swords of Plowshares.
We don't want that guy staying around. Give him some overalls. And a shovel.
And Owen draws a factory for his turn. He has a Jace, but it looks like he wants to wait. He has a Force of Will, doesn't have another blue card other than Jace. Brainstorm here for Reed. Brainstorm for fetch land plus fetch land combo. One of the best things to do in Legacy.
It's okay.
You got a lot of cards.
I mean, I'm more a fan of Cycle Land and Life Alone.
It's a lot slower.
It's awesomer.
Yes, it is. I guess if you exploration turn one and never get mental misstepped. Four fetch lands here for Reed. And another factory for Owen. Still no additional blue card for
He doesn't need a blue card now. He
Jace.
just.
Well, if he wants to Jason protect it.
Oh.
So why do you think Owen there's not attacking with his factory?
He's a control deck. He needs to just sit back. And by not attacking with his factory, he keeps an option of Hardcast and Force of Will open. Because he really does. He really wants that Jace.
True.
He wants that Jace to hit play.
Sorry.
He doesn't want it to.
Forget the alternate casting cost of Force of Will of 2 blue and 3 colorless.
Yeah.
Alright, Reed just passed the turn. Owen draws Stoneforge Mystic.
Ooh, that's one he can sneak under some kind of magic. I'm surprised he didn't play his land first, in case he wanted to Force a Will to fight over this.
And it resolves. This will probably get Batterskull.
I don't think there's many other choices. Oh, looks like he went past the Batterskull.
Oh,
Sword of Body in Mind. That's sort of protection from your deck, except for the red spells.
Except for the burn spell that actually matters for you.
Well, it takes 2 of them because it gets 4 toughness once it's equipped. So, it's basically protection from the red spells.
Vendilion Click.
Ah, that's why he didn't care.
Does Owen hardcast Force of Will here?
Probably, because the thing is, the cards that are going to get taken away, it's probably going to be Jace the Mind Sculptor. And, you know, you really care about that guy. Not necessarily the equipment.
Sorted. Alright, Owen, let's see if he cast it now. There you go. Force of Will for the full value there. This one's going to get Red Elemental Blast, it looks like.
And there's no misstep for Owen, correct?
No misstep there, just sword, the Swords of Plowshares, Sword of Body of Mind, and Jason Mind Skull. So Red Elemental Blast will get rid of Force of Will. And Owen flips his hand over. Said, whatever you like, Reed, go ahead.
Take the sword's plowshare. Oh, he took the. Oh, he took the sword by him. I was expecting him to go for Jace.
Yep. Problem means he has another counter in his hand.
Or another red blast or anything.
So mental misstep drawn by Owen. I mean, oh yeah, by Owen. Reed plays a noble hierarch and cracks in for 4. Owen draws an island for his turn. Baits off with Swords Plowshares. There's 1 card in Reed's hand or 2?
I think Reed has 2 cards.
I guess Owen doesn't mind if Jace gets countered, gets rid of Reed's last 2 cards.
There it is.
2 Force of Wills. Oh, there's
he
still
still has 1 more.
His hand is just so neat. It was hard to tell. Owen comes in for 3 damage with Stoneforge Mystic.
Here comes that other card, Ancient Grudge. Ouch.
Yeah, Ancient Grudge. That's a little annoying card to play against. Reed is handless,
Ouch.
just with a Noble Hierarch.
The Ancient Grudge just stick around for the second Mishra's Factory or any equipment that's in play. That's why I wonder why if he had Ancient Grudge, why...
He didn't click away the Jace.
Yeah, unless he didn't have it yet.
Reed decides to thin his deck. Or get the beater. The 2 power beater with the assistance of Noble Hierarch. So Dried Arbor is there. Let's see what he sees for a turn. Fraxon for 2, drops Owen to 13. This game's getting pretty interesting now.
There's another standstill when he can't use it. Actually, he can use the standstill.
He can use the standstill if he wants.
He can play the standstill and wasteland the Dried Arbor.
And now he could even attack with his factory if he wanted.
No, well, he could if he wants to draw the cards.
Wait for a turn where he has more untapped mana.
I think it's better just to block with the factory if he's going to try to bait that out. And Reed Duke is at 11. Well, he's definitely not at 117.
You didn't know when Dried Arbor attacks, your life gets to a
Man,
certain amount.
Dried Arbor is pretty good. It's like you
Natural
gain.
order. Uh-oh. Owen will need some help here. Gets 2 brainstorms. First one's gonna get. Let's see what this first one looks at. 1. Oh, gets the Force of Will he needs.
And
a Stoneforge Mystic. That was a pretty nice brainstorm. Now, Force of Will has a brainstorm it can pitch or a mental misstep, I believe.
I think it's got a pitch.
The mental misstep.
Yeah.
Yep. Owen gets a nice draw off that standstill plus brainstorm.
And he has a nice polluted delta, not polluted delta, flooded strands on the top to shuffle away those other cards he doesn't want anymore.
He has a Stoneforge Mystic too that he could shuffle away those. Stoneforge Mystic.
So Stoneforge resolves. Here comes Batterskull. Batterskull is going to come into play from the first Stoneforge Mystic.
And will be able to protect itself with bounce ability from Ancient Grudge.
Well, this game just turned right around. Right around.
Reed draws for his turn. Alright, Owen.
Here you go. Click your response to activating the Stoneforge Mystic. That's actually pretty cool. Wow. Brainstorm in response to that. So he can hide this card. I think he wants to put Batterskull on top. I would keep the standstill just to make him, if he makes you lose your standstill, then you just get the Batterskull in play.
Spell Snare and the Island. Lets him keep both. Plays an island, and I'm wondering if Owen's gonna just put in. What is he gonna do now?
I mean, he doesn't have to. He could just wait until the end of turn again because he has 2 chances to do it if he really wants to. But maybe, just...
Maybe he's thinking about equipping because now he has Spell Snare back up for Ancient Grudge. Oh, just comes in to attack with both. For 3 damage, drops Reed to 14.
Yep.
There you
There's
go.
4 damage,
We're
Owen goes
racing,
to 8.
but eventually Battleskull likes to race.
And this time, Batterskull is just going to come into play.
It might
unimpeded.
have been a good idea to get rid of that Spell Snare just so that your Ancient Grudge would have been an asset for the Battleskull.
Here's Standstill.
Here's Ancient Grudge, and here is... Oh, we're just going to return it. Because we do that too.
Owen has to be careful here that his Batterskull doesn't disappear on accident. Now he's at 4.
And here's Batterskull again. And I don't know that Reed has any way of preventing this lifelink. I can't see anything in his hand.
Alright, Factory.
We are in there for 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7.
So Factory, Snowforge Mystic, and Germ Token come in. Owen jumps back up to 8.
Wasteland on the only green source.
Oh, he has the
Yeah.
Noble Hierarch.
He has a double hierarch and a Misty, so if he wants to make...
Tarmogoyf. And Owen Spell Snares. Reed just backs it up.
Yep, so we're going to game 3. Tied it up. Owen just tied this match.
That Spell Snare turned out to be pretty big. That Tarmogoyf had an opportunity to buy him time because I think it was bigger than Batterskull. I didn't really figure out the size of it, but it seemed like it was bigger than Batterskull.
It was probably bigger. There was definitely enchantments and artifacts in the graveyard. Instance, I don't know, maybe not any sorceries. I don't remember any sorceries. It might have been a ponder early on.
I guess Owen could have just equipped it to any creature, and now,
Oh yeah,
Batterskull
could
moves
do that
around.
too.
It moves around too. Almost forgot about that one. Showing the power of Batterskull here.
Well, Batterskull is a powerful card, mostly because of Stoneforge Mystic, though. If you split those 2 cards up, Stoneforge Mystic is way better than Batterskull. But,
Yeah.
when you have both of them together, then you're like, Batterskull is awesome.
Batterskull is really sweet.
Thanks, Stoneforge Mystic.
It's kind of like Force of Will is 5 mana, but most of the time it's free. Batterskull has that little bonus too. Most of the time it's 2. Replayed really well there too. 16 minutes left here.
16 minutes left in the round.
Both players are capable of winning quickly too. It's not
Yeah.
like they're playing slow or anything.
Yeah, I mean, these games don't go that slow. Even though these games actually took a little time, it's nothing like other control mirrors in
They're
other formats.
a little more aggressive. Reed has the ability of just killing you with Progenitus quickly. Owen has the ability of landing an early Batterskull and getting you there. They're ready to go. They know how much time's left. Owen's in a rush here. Wants to make sure they don't lose any time. Reed can't tell what's in his hand, but he sends it back, and Owen sets his hand down for the keep.
We got a picture to show you after the round's over. So all you people watching the recorded videos, you're gonna miss out on the awesome things we do in between rounds. Like show pictures so people tweet us.
You could tweet us some awesome pictures relating to GG's Live, and maybe you could get on the stream as well. Reed's thinking about this 6, and he sends it back. This is not how you want to start game 3. Double mulligan on the play against Owen Turtenwald.
I thought you said his name was Exit.
Did I say that? Did that come out of my mouth? I forgot.
Didn't it?
Yep. Came out of my mouth.
So we're going down to 5. Eddie's on the play. Usually, like, when you're on the draw and you go down to 5, it doesn't feel nearly as bad.
Yeah,
But
when you're on the play,
there's no way you can really get a super aggressive draw with those 5 cards.
and you start off with Noble Hierarch. Owen with a Tundra. He has a Standstill, Swords of Plowshares in him. And Ponder here. So Reed trying to make up for his mulligan. Going to be down to 3 cards in his hand after this Ponder resolves. In play right now, can't tell, is Wooded Foothills, Forest, and Noble Hierarch. It looks like he drew another Wooded Foothills off that. Stores on Noble Hierarch.
Is this going to be a hard cast Mental Misstep? Does Reed have Mental Misstep?
I'm not sure. I didn't see it in his hand. I know he had a red Elemental Blast. What else did he have?
Just seems like
a Wooded Foothills. And now there's one more. And a Spell Pierce.
Oh, Spell Pierce.
Owen draws a Factory. Wasteland.
Oh, it's like game 1. Oh, he has Crucible of Worlds in his hand on. So 2 more land, and this deck is. I mean, this game's gonna get out of hand, especially with the mulligan, the double mulligan.
And Owen has a Standstill. There's Standstill.
I don't know. The Standstill is actually very good right now.
Owen's beating is a little quicker.
Yeah,
so.
that's true, but it will still give Reed a chance to get back into the game by drawing cards. When you're up so many cards because of a mulligan and some wastelands, you really just want to win the game and not try to grind it out and get card advantage over the person.
Owen could have waited 1 turn and just get his Crucible into play.
Yeah, that's probably what I would have done. But he draws out a Power Blast, so maybe it was fine. Or Red Elemental Blast, I should say.
Is it Wooded Foothills? This could be Progenitus. If that's a natural order.
Does he have natural order? No way.
I don't know if it is.
No way.
We'll find out soon. No, because if it's natural order, you're just rushing for that. You just rush for it, right? Still could be it. Let's see what happens here. Oh, it is a natural order.
Oh my God.
Reed seems a little shocked
I wish
at the
I
result.
could see the look on Owen's face right now.
Here's Progenitus.
That looks like a guy that just got natural ordered against someone who mulled to 3.
Owen draws Batterskull. Plays Crucible.
Is it 1719? Yeah. I'm at 18.
So Owen Ken swords his own guy to buy him an extra turn. And now our names are Guillaume. We'll get your life adjustments there in a second. Here's Progenitus and brings Owen down to 9. And Owen packs it up.
Packs it up.
First loss.
Congratulations to Duke
Reed Duke.
Yeah, Reed Duke. What the name? the name disappeared, so I changed it.
That was a perfect draws for Reed there. You got the natural order. Owen's thinking that he had an opportunity to get out of that. He could have swords the Noble Hierarch if he thought that the only way Reed could win is if he gets natural order
Yeah, that's true.
instead of the standstill play.
I
But
think
that's
Owen
not how it
should have
played
gone
out.
for just get the 3-land and Crucible block.
If he went for that too, yeah. What Owen really, the only way Owen could have changed that game was